Now this is just me being in awe of how cool BC is. But that's a decent sized leaf. Comes from a decent sized branch that is literally hanging off of just a massive tree. I'm looking up, I don't know how many feet that is, but this thing is absolutely ginormous. Maybe 4 feet around at the base. And it's just got this nice shady little place over the beach. For the longest time, I used to call these salmon berries. I think they're actually called thimble berries. Probably actually know what I'm talking about. So this is not 100% ripe yet, but oh, it's 100% delicious. But yeah, just the scale of these trees is amazing. In today's video, we're gonna build not a raft, a platform, hopefully with a bit of a diving board on it. It's low tide. We've got a few hours to get this thing done before the tide comes up.
Help your butter.
I don't know if, like, how tall we need this raft. Because the water is only going to be, what, like 8 feet deep there? Yeah.
Go Gaga! Go Gaga! Go Gaga! Go Gaga! Go Gaga! Go Gaga!
That one there, I was wondering if we could somehow figure out a way to split it in half.
Yeah. They were totally wicked, but they were like...
Alright, I'm going to go on a mission for a couple more of these guys. Actually, unfortunately, I was unable to enlist the assistance of these domesticated equines behind me. So, my brother Ryan has a little kayak transporting cart. So he's basically just using the kayak transporting cart to take some cross bracing material out. Cool, that'll be good. But anyone can deal with rusty nails when they have steel toes on, right?
Try and make a mound around it too.
Yeah.
Sarah, come get your shovel. You want to help me need your shovel?
Daddy, don't need any more.
I haven't even got into the road.
Keep us from filling it. It's about the same already, eh? Alright, let's do it. Eh?
Can I run a dirt? Can I run a dirt sometime?
Yeah, it's not getting deeper. It's just gonna start slumping. Okay, ready?
10.
9. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
All right, ready when you are on. All right, you can throw this one.
Okay. Got that?
Roughly.
It's leaning this way.
I got it.
I'll help do it.
Nope. Stay back, Bob.
No, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help.
All right.
Like one of my buddies there, like they hunt right beside us. Yeah. Up there, you know, they're here to the girls. Yeah, but I think that year, that was the year we ended up getting a very nice
How? Those are the tricky ones.
yeah.
And you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
So there's Ryan the carpenter. We've got our first 2 posts in. Next 2 posts, we're just gonna dig the holes really quickly so they don't just collapse all the sand back in.
I think you should start with a small
This guy's a little suicidal. He likes to hang out while we're putting the posts up. So, you know, we're good parenting 101, but being as careful as we can be. And halfway there.
If anything, it's not coming up.
Okay, you hold that.
I got
I'll give
this.
you 10 shovels.
Okay.
That's the second time Rolf was falling into a hole. We're good at this.
He's like, yeah, I just know he goes 2 barrels of fuel and the barrel bombs.
This is a wise one.
The only thing I would have done in hindsight is the post like we just did right now. Where we bury the bottom of our braces into the sand. That's really awesome. We can do it for all of them. Beauty. That one's way taller, but I was thinking this would be like the 4 corner posts. These are way tall enough. And then we could have a platform built on 4 with 1 short post.
Wait, that could be part of the platform pieces.
And then these 3 tall pieces could be like the triangular upper level. Unless
what do
you
we
want
make the
all
third
4
post?
to be full height.
Well, that I think is best as a post because it's not really suitable for other crap. So let's just make that a post. Heavy dirt or heavy sand with all this water in it.
We have become soft as in our old age.
Oh,
How deep is it gonna be?
you've made a fishing platform, have you?
I'm not sure. Probably over my head.
Straight over here.
Okay.
Here, hang on. With you pulling those ends apart, give it a yank. There we go. Perfect.
Lumberjacking
called it.
101.
As I'm pounding a post towards Bob.
It's all right. I'm holding it.
Ow.
You got to slip.
So you have an injury, sir? What's the problem here?
Well, I accidentally stepped on a clam, and then the clam won.
Yeah.
So, you know, what can you do?
Well, you were wearing your steel toes, but apparently you need a sole protection on your foot.
Ah.
Yeah, the kids are bringing one.
So there's our raft. I accidentally picked a fight with a clam. So we're going to go put some band-aids on that bad boy. Just kind of crunch it up and doesn't hurt too much to walk. I guess everyone goes on the beach with bare feet, so it's not like I did anything wrong, but yeah, you put some sharp, big, dead clam shells from down deep that we were digging, and I kind of jumped on one while lifting one of the verticals in place. But go put a couple band-aids on her and sock and a shoe, and we're back at her. So turns out the light lets us see this. It's just a little surface.
Hello.
Look at that. If that sticks, then we just throw a sock on, we're good. Foot, good.
So I noticed you're hauling a log. What's that for?
For the thing over there. I asked, me and someone else asked to help, so they told us to get some logs. They said, they don't need a long one, really.
Good job, you guys.
This is going to be the platform for the second floor. So I'm going to make a notch. Try and put the log in here.
Paper toss and see how far you can throw it.
You, sir, I noticed you're walking on an injured foot. How's that going for you?
Foot's good. Just a flesh wound. Anyone to the left of me? Any kids?
No.
That almost looks like a good post for the ladder.
Soft in my old age. Okay.
Here, put something here. I need a temporary platform to climb up to stand on. Go cut a notch up top.
Don't go too far. That stable is pretty skinny at the top.
When I talked to him, he's like, yeah, I live pretty close to Campbell River. The plane is tied up in the river outside of the flight school.
And then we're going to run a board basically along the outside between those two notches. Same on the far side, and then everything else can kind of just sit on top of that. And we can deal with all the fun stuff like possibly a second level. See how deep the water actually gets out here. We'll take one of these now. Alright, Bob, I'm going to need you to pass me a hammer. Should go nice, not too big of steps, right? Yeah. Because we're going to have kids. Oh, just one thing, Bob. Just move your hand down just to there. So just
miss
so
the
you
nail,
can
you
miss.
don't want to hit your fingers.
Yeah, that'll really hurt a lot.
Hey, Dad, why don't you jump on the deck on
There we go.
And this is how Utmost Outdoors is being produced this week. There's our producer and videographer with his camera.
Crazy how the one you were nailing through is like a hardwood, and then as soon as you got through it, it just...
Okay, I need 2 more little nails.
Okay, I've got...
Hey, don't step on that.
Oh. I guess I could make an Utmost Outdoors video.
I thought that's what you were doing.
Yeah, why not?
You can send it all to me and I'll turn it all into a video.
We got a nail in here. Right on the thumb there's a nail. That's nailed across. So we've got our first top, which is also doubling up for our ladder, which is actually sticking out the end. We've got a 5-year-old being murdered. arms are getting a little bit tired. Things are happening. Take a break. Well,
That's a lot of work.
it's locked in anyway, so that post ain't falling. The deeper it goes.
When your arm's tired.
Oh yeah, and the more friction.
I gotta rest my arm.
Oh, yeah. So we're making the very final arrangements just while we can still get at it. And then once the tide starts coming in, it'll make it easier to get some of the bigger logs back out here because we can float them out. We've got a little boat, and then we can actually float out the top platform and start nailing them in up there. That'll be kind of cool.
Kaya, watch it. Go. Where did you keep going?
There you go.
Yummy.
So I noticed that you did a lot of shovels today, like probably 200 shovels. But I noticed that you didn't do any pans.
Yeah, I know, it's a little backwards, right? Who would have thought? Spread these things out a little. Could crank it right up to max. 311. Yeah, that works. So my brother just brought over that one. I've got one more right here. And I think this will give us a bit of a platform. Tide's coming in, so I guess we're a little bit committed to getting these on the platform before the tide takes them away. But once we get a bit of a platform built up there, then we can start floating stuff out at high tide. So day 2, haven't really done anything. But I'm really hoping, even if we just build a little bit of a platform, they'll have a place to go hang out today.
Why do we have to build it so deep? I know, we could just...
Like, pop the water is on you and get that cold. Wait! Let's start. Let's start right here. Dad, can't come.
Hey, Charlie and Tom, he's working up there, guys, so we gotta give him
I've determined this boat would be excellent, Ryan.
Thomas, if you cannonball, you don't really touch.
Hello. So inside of here is a really, really old stump. So you have a Douglas fir, you got a Sitka spruce, you have a cedar tree, and they're intertwined.
Wow.
And when you come across here, it looks like the Sitka spruce it's holding, this is the old stump from the old growth that they logged.
Yeah.
And it's holding them all together, and to make the fifth species, you got a deciduous coming out of the top, and the Sitka is holding them all together like a grandpa and a family.
That is unreal. You can see the leaves up there from that.
Yeah.
There's like an alder or something.
Yeah. And it's all, so every time something dies in the rainforest, it produces mass amount of life.
This is such a cool spot.
This used to be a tree by himself, and look what his passing brought. Amazing.
The raft has had a little bit of progress. The little dinghy was used. I brought Carol out to the raft last night, and so she got to stay dry and just hang out up on the raft. And the water came up pretty much right to the very bottom of the platform, so the logs up top stay dry, but just. And the tide was way out. This gravel bridge was like all the way across, gravel showing. So these are really big tides, like I think 12 feet of water. And go for a climb. Remember, the safe way to climb a ladder is with at least 2 points of contact. Or is it 3? Okay, so we're up. Looks like we have some seaweed here that we've collected. There's our hammer. Should be safe up here. Here's some loose sticks. These are going to be turned into a railing. But everything right now, just checking, these two are both loose. This is nailed in, so I need to get some nails into these two, and then I can sort of set these into a railing. And if I can do all of that before the water comes up, then I'm going to just tie the raft, or I'm going to tie the dinghy to this raft if I can get the final stuff nailed in before that water comes up, because I'm still trying to keep my shoes dry for now.